guys, this one's a little bit of a different video than what I usually do, but I feel like it's necessary to get this video out of the way first, since it kind of addresses a few things that I think some of you might be curious about. Also, I put a little bit of Ultra Kill gameplay in the background, since I did say I was going to do a bit of a few gameplay videos here and there, but yeah, just take this as a bit of some background enjoyment and to listen to what I have to say. Let me clarify something first. I'm not quitting Genshin Friday Night Funkin'. Like, that's not going anywhere, okay? I just have less time that I'm able to dedicate to that, which I will explain why in just a moment. I should also clarify another thing. Even though I've clarified this multiple times in the past, I feel like addressing this in a video might be the best way to, like, kind of have the ultimate clarity on things. So, this is Ioff. He's the person behind the sprites and the animations for all the sprites and stuff that you see on Genshin Friday Night Funkin', okay? What I'm responsible for is the music, the charting, if applicable, and the coding. Ioff is responsible for the art and the animations. So yeah, just to get that one out of the way first. Now with that out of the way, where have I been? I'm pretty sure that's a question that some of you might have asked since I've made this video, and it's also been a while since I've uploaded ever since I said that my upload schedule was going to be inconsistent at best. As of now, I pretty much don't have an upload schedule. I'm just going to upload a video whenever it's ready, like right now, yeah. As you might have known, since I've made that post, or at least some of you might have known, I've recently returned from a nearly 3-week trip overseas with family. Also, I am currently a university student, so I do have university concerns to worry about. And on top of it all, I have a part-time job uh, since before Christmas, so my already limited time, motivation, and energy is further limited by this job. So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to recently. That's why you see that the quality of the videos have been dropping a lot. Like, I've not been able to get out any, like, really good videos as I might have hoped to. Which is why I, in turn, made that decision to stop the regular upload schedule and just upload videos whenever they are ready. And just to let you know, Ioff himself is also a university student. Plus, he also has his own YouTube channel, so he has his own things that he wants to do and has to do. So we both don't have all the time in the world, not all the time and the energy in the world to dedicate to Genshin Friday Night Funkin', nor do we actually want to do such a thing. That's not to say that Genshin Friday Night Funkin' is not enjoyable. We both do like working on it. It's just that it's not something that we want to be doing all the time. We do want to have some time to ourselves. For me in particular, I need some time to hang out with family, with friends. I have to dedicate some time to university, to my job, and for Ioff, he mostly has to dedicate his time to his arts, his YouTube channel, and also to university, whether he likes it or not, of course. With that out of the way, to the elephant in the room, what is the future of Genshin Friday Night Funkin'? It's not going anywhere. Don't worry, it's not being cancelled. It's still going to be around. It's just that it's going to take a slower pace. We're going to be focusing more on quality over quantity. So the amount of content that's going to come out regarding it is going to be, it's still going to be the same. It's just that it's going to come out at a much slower pace than any of us would actually like, because we also don't want to take too long to get videos and content out for Genshin Friday Night Funkin', but at the same time we have our own stuff to do anyway, so this is the best approach for now. To make up for the lack of videos, I think it's best that I let you guys know on what we plan to do next regarding Genshin Friday Night Funkin'. First off, the characters. Specifically, who are the next few characters? All I can say right now is that there is one character that we have up next that is coming soon. I can't say very soon, because from what I know, Ioff himself has completed the base sprite for the next character. And he showed me the idle animation for that character as well. But he also has to do the player sprites as well as the other sing animations and the hey animations themselves. You know the drill, you know the basic animations. Which, by the way, I would like to clarify something. Each character we do has player sprites and opponent sprites. I've seen quite a few people use them the wrong way around, like using the player sprites as the opponent's side, and like the opponent sprites on the player side. It's clear. Okay, everything is set up for you in the resource pack, and I think we've already clarified which character is the player side character, which character is the opponent side character. So just use them correctly, okay? The opponent side character is the characters that face right, whereas the player side characters are the characters that face left. So just don't mix them up, okay? Let me just be clear on that first. Anyway, yeah, the next character is coming soon. But after that, who else is next? Who are some other potential characters that might come next? For that, I would like to actually clarify on how Iof and I actually choose our characters. Because I feel like this is sort of a necessary thing that I would want to get out there so that we can kind of not exactly stop, but kind of minimize the onslaught of requests of can you do this character next, can you do that character next. When we choose a character, we have a certain criteria, but more importantly, we need to have a very good reason to put them inside Friday Night Funkin'. And there are a few ways to provide a very compelling reason for that matter. The first one is if the character is a personal favorite or a personal pick of ours. Some examples of this of the current roster include Yanfei and Yoimiya, who are personal favorites of Iof and mine, respectively. We basically just need to like the characters a lot in order to put them inside FNF. Alright. The next reason, this is mostly on Iof's side, but the next reason for this would be an unexpected or surprise pick. This is usually when we feel like we need to have a change of pace as to how the characters are going. So we just find a character that is like unexpected to put in, but can change the flow of how the characters go decently. Some examples of this include Kokumi and Xiangling, if I remember. Those are a few characters that they don't actually follow the flow of how the characters are released, or like the trends of how the characters are released, but they just provide a sense of like freshness. They breathe like a little bit of fresh air into like the current roster. The next reason would be because the characters are popular. Basically, popularity or by popular demand. So if the characters are just popular enough, we will be like, okay, we might as well put them in there simply because they're very popular. Some examples of this in the current roster include Nahida, Hutao, and Farina. These three characters at the time of putting in, they were just incredibly popular with the general fan base. Like, not exactly my fan base, but with the Genshin fan base specifically. So we were like, might as well. Another reason would be we just want to start like a region off with like a character for a mix of this previous reasons. Like maybe they're popular in their region, maybe they're like a fan favorite, maybe they're they're a favorite of ours or whatever. So an example of this is Nilu. So after we did Yoimiya, we just wanted a Sumeru character, and Nilu just seemed really popular back then in Sumeru, so we might as well just put her in. Another reason could be because they are simply like favorites of people that we know, or like friend favorites. So 3 examples of this include Keqing, Venti, and well, Amber. These are favorites from people that we know, and so we decide because of them we might as well just put those characters in Friday Night Funkin'. Of course, it could be a mix of other reasons. Amber was one of those characters where we felt like she was good to start Mondstadt off with, and yada yada. One last reason that these characters can get ported inside Friday Night Funkin' is because we felt like they needed to be there for specific reasons. Two examples of this are Linny and the Traveler, and Paimon. In this case, Ether, I guess. So Linny was because Ioff did Lynette, and he felt like you can't have Lynette without Linny, so he decided to put Linny in there because Lynette was in there. It was a similar reason with the Traveler, with Ether and Paimon, I mean. Um, they are the main characters. Well, Ether is the main character, and Paimon is just the MC's closest companion. So it felt fitting to have them in there, even though it's a little late for our liking, but, you know, that's just how it is. So yeah, that's essentially the, kind of the criteria that we use for choosing characters to port to Friday Night Funkin'. With that in mind, who could be next? I'm pretty sure that's what some of you might be wondering. Well, the next few potential ones are like some fan favorites of Ioff, but there are a few that are also just by popular demand. Some potential ones that I can think of include Sitlali, Mawika, Yehoda, and, well, Columbina. But I don't think Columbina will be coming very soon, because we usually don't do the Archon or like the ruling authority of the nation as the first character of that nation. So if I were to take a guess, most likely either Sitlali or Yehoda would follow after this next character. But I'm honestly not too sure. We're just gonna have to wait and see as to what happens in the future and what me and Ioff decide, of course. Alright, that's the character stuff related out of the way. What else is there in store for Genshin Friday Night Funkin'? Well, for me, I kind of want to make better stuff in general. I don't just want to make like just filler covers or like vocal covers. And even if I do make vocal covers, at least I want them to look good as well as sound good. When I said that I was going to focus on quality over quantity, I'm not kidding, okay? I do have a few plans. There are a few songs and remixes that I am working on or planning to work on, related to like the Genshin characters. And also I don't believe I've set this up until now, but me and Ioff, as well as some other people, have been working on a Genshin mod. Yes, we're trying to make a full-on Genshin mod in Friday Night Funkin'. It's just that it's taking a bit of time. You know, we need to make more music for it, and Ioff, of course, has the burden of being the sole artist, the only artist in the team. So he's not exactly gonna have a good time drawing every single asset in there, that's for sure. The reason why we never actually mentioned anything about this mod is because progress on it has been more or less halted because Ioff and I have been working on other stuff, while the other people in the team, they pretty much have finished all that they have to do. And so all that's left to do is for Ioff and I to wrap it up. It's just that we are taking a bit to do that because there's still a lot to do. Long story short. Alright, that's enough of Genshin Friday Night Funkin' for now. This was meant to be a channel update as well. Genshin Friday Night Funkin' is just part of that channel, that's why I felt like I had to give an update on that. So, what about the channel? Well, I feel like I kind of wanted to branch out a little bit here and there, but not too much, so I wanted to start off with a few gameplay videos. You know, something similar to this one, except this is just also a channel update as well. I do have like a video or two planned that is like not Genshin Friday Night Funkin' related. It's mostly gameplay videos, and I believe it's probably Genshin related as well, but I do have those kind of planned. I do have the videos recorded. I just have to like actually edit them to, you know, make them good and that. But other than that, I don't really have that many plans. Mostly because, again, of Genshin Friday Night Funkin'. Speaking of that, I just realized one thing. The mod packs. Okay, yes. I plan to use this time to kind of clean up the mod packs and actually make them playable, since it's been a long time since I've released any playable, like, covers for you guys. I did release like the one shot for Pyre, if I remember. That was the Hu Tao one shot. I did release that, but that was pretty much it. I plan to kind of clean up the mod packs and stuff, make them less storage hungry, consuming, whatever, and just just release them for you guys to be able to like play around with and whatnot. So that's something that I plan to do as well. With this extra time that I budgeted for myself from ditching the upload schedule. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. If you guys do have any suggestions, like on videos that you kind of want to see from me, um, yeah, do leave a comment below. Um, yeah, I might not be that open to like requests regarding Friday Night Funkin' and stuff, but regarding what type of videos you guys might want to see, I am more or less open to suggestions for those, because I do want to try to uh, grow as a content creator as well. Um, I think it's best for me in the long run, not just on content creation itself, but as a person. I do have to try new things here and there. Um, yeah, like all that stuff. I guess at this point, new videos would just come as they are ready, and hopefully they would be something that everybody can enjoy regardless what they're for, whether it be for Get Your Friday Night Funkin', like other games, or just something else entirely. We'll just see, alright. If you manage to stick through to the end, well, thanks for, watching this all the way, um, and supporting me. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to, you can, subscribe so that you can pay attention to see if I upload a new video or whatnot. I'm not gonna ask you to click the bell icon because I myself don't do that. But if you want to, that's great as well. Yeah, just do what you will. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.